I always give away too much. It's like I've got no
Hey
sense
Lifer
of
Tribe, welcome to another video, Living Life with your girl Stae. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Stae Hall and welcome to the channel. And since you've decided to drop by today, please consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming a permanent part of this Lifer Tribe. So today, y'all, I want to talk about reinventing yourself when you're past the age of 50. And so I know that a lot of you may be thinking like, what do you mean reinvent yourself? One big thing about turning 50, getting to that 50 milestone is I don't need to change anything, right? I'm good just the way I am. I know my value, I know my worth, and I am good with that. And I get it. However, for me, once I turned 50, I realized how much opportunity came along with being 50 because I've lived my life, I've raised my children, I've paid my dues, I've done all the things, and now it's time for me. However, I've never really had that me time, and so I identify as a mother. I identify myself as a wife. I identify myself as an employee. Who is Stae? And so maybe it shouldn't be as much of reinventing yourself, but maybe it's about revisiting the person that you always wanted to be before you became a wife, a mother, an employee. And realizing that just because you're 50, just because you're half a century, it doesn't mean that it's too late. Whatever it was that you dreamed about when you were 8 years old, when you were 11 years old, you can still do that thing in some way, shape, or form. And that's what I want to talk about today. How we get back to the person that we dreamed about. Because for most of us, we had those hopes and dreams when we were little girls, and then life happened. And life happening is not necessarily a bad thing. In many cases, it's not a bad thing at all. It's just that it throws some things out of whack. And sometimes we put the cart before the horse. And sometimes our plans get completely derailed. And the things that derail those plans are oftentimes great things, blessings. It's a husband, it's children, it's a career, whatever it is. But then we get to this point in our life where the kids are gone, they're grown, they're doing their own thing. We're empty nesters. The husband is probably ready to retire from his career. We're no longer the president of the PTA. We're no longer having to be at all of these recitals and athletic events. And we start to feel like, well, what is my purpose now? And we forget about those hopes and dreams that we had as a little girl. And when we do remember them, we think, well, I'm too old to do that now. And I don't have enough time to do that now. And no one's going to take me seriously if I try to do that now. And I'm here to tell you that, yes, you can. And yes, you should. It is those hopes and dreams from when we were little girls that is going to help us get through this second half of our life with happiness and joy and fulfillment and pleasure. So when I talk about reinventing yourself, it's about just not sticking to this mold and not forgetting who you were truly destined to be. And not that you weren't destined to be a mom and a wife, an employee and all of that, but just who you were destined to be in the very beginning. And so the first thing that you're going to have to do is develop a mindset of creativity and positivity. And when we talk about the positivity, that kind of goes without much explanation needed. It's just that positive mindset, that can-do mindset, that I am, I will, I shall mindset. And so we know what positivity means. It means saying yes more than we're saying no. But the creativity piece is yeah, when you were 11, maybe your dream was to be an Olympic gymnast. Well, at 50, your chances of being an Olympic gymnast are probably slim to none. I hope I didn't burst any bubbles there, but it just is what it is. Like, I can still pull off a smooth cartwheel, and that's just about it. And I can't necessarily say that I can even do that without maybe peeing a little bit. That's just between me and you. However, if your goal, your dream, your aspiration back then was to be an Olympic gymnast, and then life happened and you didn't get to do that, you want to reinvent yourself in thinking of ways that you can still be involved in that gymnastic dream in a different way, which means maybe you start a nonprofit that raises funds for young people who want to get into gymnastics and can't afford it. And so you want to be able to give scholarships. Maybe you want to open a gym. Maybe you want to do something where you're a part of bringing gymnastics into the inner city, or gymnastics into schools that don't already offer it. Just think of ways to reinvent yourself to still be able to fulfill the dreams that you had when you were a young person. If maybe your dream back in the day was to become an attorney, and so you went to school but you ended up stopping at your associate's or your bachelor's because you decided to get married and you had children and school just was no longer a priority for you, and so maybe you decided to become a paralegal. Maybe you didn't even do anything in the legal field. Now you have that opportunity to reinvent yourself, to revisit your dreams, and so now maybe you just want to get involved with a nonprofit that helps to help other people navigate the legal system when they find themselves in need. Maybe you want to start being a volunteer at a legal firm to do some things, and so, or maybe you want to get involved in politics where you can help to change laws to help protect people that are underserved. And so that's what I mean by reinventing yourself. So there are several ways to reinvent yourself. Maybe you have kind of let yourself go when it comes to your appearance and how you dress. And let's just say, sometimes as we get older, we become a little frumpy, and maybe you're not feeling as fresh and vibrant, as sexy as you used to. Well, another way to reinvent yourself is maybe you want to go in and get a fresh new haircut. Maybe you want to change your hair color. Maybe you want to cover those grays. Maybe you want to go to a makeup artist and get your makeup done. Those are the kind of things that you can do that can help to shift your mindset, because the physical and mental, they go hand in hand. The way we feel, the way we look is going to help to shift our mindset. And there is nothing wrong with being 50 years old and deciding to come up with a brand new look. If you've always worn short hair, then go get some tracks in, girl, and wear that long hair. If you've always worn long hair, then don't be afraid to cut it off. But guess what? You can also get tracks to rock that short hair. There's so many things that they can do with beauty now that they didn't even think about doing when a lot of us were younger. And just giving yourself that opportunity to try something new, do something new, can just bring a whole new energy, a whole new vibe to your outlook. Another thing that you might want to do to maybe reinvent yourself is that if you have been that mom, that wife, that employee for years, and maybe you've kind of let your social life go, be the one in your friend group to create an event for you all to do. Create an outing. Go on that girls trip that you maybe have not been able to go on since you were 25. Plan that Stella Got Her Groove Back trip with your girls. Do things that are going to bring you joy. Do things that are going to invigorate you. Do things that are going to bring you energy. Don't think that you're too old. Don't think that it's too late, because we never know how much life we have ahead of us, right? And what I don't want to see for any of us to spend what we're considering as the second half of our life once we hit that 50 milestone, because, you know, a lot of us don't imagine living past the age of 100, which for me, I'm going to take as many years as I get. And so if I can be here for 199 years, I'll take it. But they do call that 50 milestone the second part of your life. And a lot of us waste so much time in that second part of our life dwelling on what we didn't do in the first half, dwelling on what we missed out on, dwelling on the opportunities that we passed up, dwelling on the years we may have spent on the wrong man, dwelling on the years we may have dedicated to the wrong job. Well, giving all of your thoughts and energy to things like that is not doing anything but wasting more time. And as you decide to step in this next chapter in your life, this next leg of your journey, I want you to step into it without any regrets. I want you to step into it realizing that whatever decisions you made, whatever it is that you decided to do or not do, whatever opportunities came your way or didn't come your way, whatever doors were opened or closed, whatever relationships were successful or failed, they were all a part of your journey, and they make you who you are today. Without all of those happening, whether it was the good, the bad, the ugly, or indifferent, you wouldn't be the beautiful, strong, bold woman that you are today. And so maybe a part of reinventing yourself, which was much a part of my journey, is having the courage to share your journey, having the courage to share the ups and the downs that you've been through, having the courage to give someone else a part of you to help them navigate their younger years in life just a little bit better than you did. Those things can really help you see things through a different lens. They can help you get rid of regrets. They can help you to get rid of any type of guilt. They can help you to get rid of any type of shame by just sharing with someone else. And when you think about sharing with others, there are a multitude of ways that you can share with others. As you enter into this next chapter in your life, maybe you want to consider being a mentor. Maybe you want to consider writing a book. Maybe you want to consider being a public speaker. Maybe you want to consider creating your own nonprofit that focuses on people that may have gone through whatever it was that you went through in the early parts of your life, whatever experiences that you feel molded you, whatever trauma it is that you've overcome. There is someone out there who needs to hear your story. There is someone out there whose life is going to be just that much easier because you shared something with them. And so where a lot of us may have held and harbored guilt and shame because of our past experiences, as we're entering into this next phase of our lives, we can see how what we went through was not only because it was something that was a part of our journey and predestined, but it was also because we were put on this earth to share that with someone else. And so once you realize your purpose, once you realize your worth, once you realize your value, it starts to put a whole new perspective on life. And so I just want you all to know, us brilliant, vibrant, wealth of knowledge group of seasoned, beautiful, wise women, we have so much to offer this world. And there are people who are waiting for us to step up to the plate and share what it is that we have. Don't ever think that you're too old. Don't ever think that it's too late. As long as you have breath in your body, as long as you have been blessed to wake up yet another day, that means that there is still a mission. There is still something that you are supposed to accomplish. There is still something that you have to offer this world. And quite frankly, there's still something that you owe yourself. And so I don't want any of us to get in this woe is me pity party and just roll up in a ball and just wait for them to bring in the flowers and close the casket, because that time is going to come. It's going to come for all of us. But the time that really counts and the time that we need to make our mark is now. Because when we're dead and gone, we're nothing but a memory. And I want to be more than a memory. I want to be a legacy. I want to be someone who is remembered for something. And I want that something that I'm remembered for to be something that made an impact. And I want that impact to be a positive impact. And so the way that we start doing that is shifting our mindset, going back to who we knew we were going to be back when we were 8, 9, 11, 15 years old. The way that we do that is by investing in ourselves, looking our best, feeling our best, eating what we're supposed to eat, moving our bodies, doing our hair, throwing some lip gloss on, because I don't know about you, but for me, when I look good, I feel good. Yeah, I see that I'm aging. I don't still look the same way that I looked when I was 35 or 25, but when I look in the mirror now, yeah, I see a couple of lines, I see a couple of wrinkles, but they tell a story to me. They show me what I've been through, and they show me my tenacity, and they show me my strength. And I might do a little something to dust them up and to sprinkle a little razzle dazzle, but I'm also good, as y'all know, showing up just like me. And so whatever it is that you need to do to feel the best about you, do that. Take care of yourself. Live your life. Don't give up on yourself. Know that you are here and you're here for a purpose. None of us are here just to take up space. And whatever it is that you know you want to do, believe that you can do it and then do that. And so I hope that this video, this message touched someone in a positive way. I hope it's made an impact. I hope it's lit a fire under you. And I just want you to move, go forward, be that wonderful, remarkable, spectacular you that only you can be, no matter what age you are. And for the younger ones who are watching, don't wait until you get 50 plus to realize your worth, your value, and what it is that you bring to this world. So you guys know the drill. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you so much for being here. And like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell so that you never miss a single video. Life or Tribe, you guys are the best, and I love you to bits and pieces. Always be kind and love one another, but never forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch.